America. We all know America as the world's most developed country, the richest country, the most powerful country. But what really is the living standard of the American people? Waking up sleep deprived every morning to begin hours of labor. After all that labor, getting paid minimum wage that doesn't suffice basic needs. Only being able to afford bad quality processed foods, which in turn causes cancers. Unable to afford education, unless you incur a lifetime of debt. Unable to afford health care. Unable to afford housing. Homelessness at all-time high. This is the living standard of Americans? But at the same time, what about the living standard of those living under American welfare? The blue and white country. How is the living standard of the citizens of the blue and white country? Free education for all citizens. Universal health care for all citizens. Social services that assist families, elderly, and the disabled, and more. When Americans are already in suffering in all this, the hurricane hit, wreaking havoc on southern states. Over 300 lost their lives. Thousands lost their homes. And there has been more than $300 billion in damages. And what is the American government doing? Turning a blind eye. They don't have money, at least not for Americans, not for America's improvement and development. But trillions of dollars are sent in aid to the blue and white country. Meanwhile, as the hurricane hit America, and American families are suffering, a rabbi says,
Tizal katali mati, the rain falls fast, boom! Like in Florida now. Hurricane over there. Yesterday the pro-Palestinian dance over there, today Hashem destroyed the place. They want to learn the hard way, they learn the hard way. You let this demonstrate, one day this place will be destroyed. That's how it goes. You get Hashem angry, expect consequences. Some Christian leaders spoke. They say every time we do something to the chosen people, immediately we have a natural disaster.
Is that so? The chosen people. Chosen people for what? For causing a genocide? For spreading lies on social media? Chosen people for being racist? Chosen people for believing that they are superior than other human beings? And other human beings are cattle? Chosen people for believing that they are greater in humanity than other human beings, no matter what they do. What kind of God's religion is this? How can God be biased for a certain group of people whose greatness are not justified by their deeds? It's not like they are greater because they do good deeds. It's like they can do anything and everything, and they are still the chosen people. They are still greater than other human beings. This doesn't sound like God's religion. This sounds more like Satan's religion. Satan's people can do whatever they want, no matter how much evil they do. They are still Satan's people. You are only no longer Satan's people when you speak the truth and try to do good. The one true God is just. The one true God is fair. The one true God judges people based on their capacity and action. The final messenger of the God, Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, O people, all mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor does a non-Arab have any superiority over an Arab. A white has no superiority over a black, nor does a black have any superiority over a white. None have superiority over another, except by piety and good action. Even the Gospel of John chapter 8 refutes, debunks, and exposes the fake chosen people's claim. So, are Americans cursed by Hashem for disrespecting or not siding with the blue and white country? Or is the suffering of Americans due to the American government, who is unfair, who is not loyal to its own people, but rather loyal to a foreign nation? Why do all American politicians have dual citizenship with the blue and white country? The blue and white country is like a parasite on America and Americans. The American government not only funds the blue and white country for a heavenly life in paradise, but also funds the money to commit a genocide. The American government funds them with weapons worth millions, calling it self-defense, whereas these weapons are not defensive weapons. The American government has money to afford a genocide, but it doesn't have money for the betterment of America, or at least for the survival of the American people. If you like this video,